What's going on, YouTube? It's Traveling Tony. Today, I want to come talk about South America. So, this is a response to Skylar DeRosen. Salute to you, brother. Congratulations on your military retirement. Someone else who was also Air Force, myself, wanted to give a little pushback on your analysis of Africa. So, you use Djibouti as an example. Salute GMT for sending me this, and J Focus, no excuse. Salute to the homies. But anyways, use Djibouti as an example, right? That is a deployable location for the uniformed services, right? Okay, Djibouti is a terrible example. It's a desolate country that no one even goes to. You can't use deployable locations as an example. Come on. First off, you're restricted. You don't have full access to just go do whatever you want. You are restricted. There's a lot of military restrictions in place when you're in a place like that. You're not free to just go look around and do whatever you want. I've been deployed as well, sir. So I understand you can't just do whatever you want. So that's like me saying, oh, I didn't like Kyrgyzstan because uh, there's huts and things everywhere, but that's all you can see from the base. Even when you get the tour, you can't really deviate from the beaten path. You have to stay with the tour group. Yeah, you can see the mall, you can see a couple things, but you're not really interacting as if you are an expat, or as if you, even if you were stationed in the place, you still are restricted to where you live. I mean, yeah, you could go somewhere else, but that time is going to be crucial to your day. So if it's a 2 hour drive to the next pop and fun city, it's going to be forever. You got to go to work the next day. 2 hours and 2 hours after your shift, that sucks. Who wants to do that? Right? Okay. So let's just I just have to get that out the way. But now we're going to talk about South America, right? South America, the beauty standards are Eurocentric. First off, it was a plantation, like the title says, right? It was just another slave master's plantation, right? Us Atlantic slave trade people, descendants of slaves, we all stem from either North America or South America from slavery, but we really come from Africa, right? So my point being this: Eurocentric beauty standards. Light is right, white is right in those South American countries like Brazil and Colombia. Straight hair, European facial features, media representation, fashion, advertising, fashion. Another big one, right? We're going to go into the Eurocentric standards. Fashion. On the beach is a lot of scantily clad people. Walking around exposing yourself is cool. That's not an Afrocentric thing. That's from the Europeans. Europeans' uh, clothing and fashion is pretty revealing and a little eccentric. It's different. It's different from everywhere else. Where we come from, us Sun folk, we cover up. Our women cover up. We don't have our children walking outside in eeny mini bikinis like they do in Brazil. It's ridiculous. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the Eurocentric way of life. Okay, so they talk about skin bleaching. Skin bleaching in Africa. That's one thing that comes up. Skin bleaching is huge in South America, especially Brazil. Skin bleaching is at the top of things people do, right? Skin lightening. I can't pronounce the word because I haven't had to speak Portuguese or Espanol in years. But anyways, there's a process. SL is the acronym for skin lightening, and it's very common. You can look it up yourself and see, but it's very common in Brazil. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is employment discrimination in Brazil. Right, black people or people of African descent, the darker you are, you do not have the same employment opportunities as light-skinned Brazilians, European-looking Brazilians, um, Indian-looking Brazilians, Aborigine Brazilians. As a black person like me, right? Black people, we are at the bottom of the employment hierarchy in Brazil. It is very hard to get a job in Brazil for blacks. There's barriers put into place. I barely seen maybe one or two black cops in Rio, and that's ridiculous. I was so disappointed in Brazil. I researched it before I went. Has the highest African population outside of Africa. I was like, okay, cool. Or people of color, black African descendant population outside of Africa. I was like, okay, cool. This should be a dope place. Reconnect with my people, chill. Okay, still keep the infrastructure. I'm not saying Africa is perfect by any means. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that by any means. But you have a fair shake in Africa, just as your fellow man, right? Especially if you have a child in one of these countries, to for them to be successful, right? To give them a fair shake in life. Now, if you have a kid in Brazil or Colombia with a black woman, because I'm a black man, so I'm looking from a male perspective. With a black woman, that child is not going to have very good employment opportunities. In fact, we're going to get into the next segment of the video. Segregation. Segregation still exists in Brazil today. Black people are marginalized and forced to stay in like little shanty towns. It's crazy. You don't see black Brazilians in high positions commonly. I'm sure there are some, but commonly you don't even see black Brazilians in restaurants serving food. Black people in Brazil are at the bottom. Same in Colombia. The same goes for Colombia. You do not see black Colombians just winning. You might see ladies of the night, and you guys are like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But she's a lady of the night. She's not an upstanding citizen, right? Same in Brazil. Guy was talking about um, dating and access to baddies, whatever. You can access ladies of the night, beautiful women anywhere if you're going to pay for that. It's not a issue. So I don't understand where that comes into play. Now, if you're talking about accessing beautiful women for relationships, you're not going to get that in Brazil, right? Who has a beautiful wife in Brazil where they're having a family dynamic, she's cooking, they're happy, they're enjoying, they're having children, everything's all cool. I haven't seen anybody with any posts like that. I've seen uh, I'm trying to use the word YouTube friendly words, right? I've seen people talk in excess about the girls at like Mavs or Dolce Vita, Quattro por Quattro, T65, all those places, but those aren't ideal for relationship building. Those girls are only for your money. So if you're cool with girls that are only for your money and don't care about you at all, then okay, sure. I think that might be cool because everyone's different. I'm not even telling people to come to Africa. I'm just saying Africa is way better for black people than the plantation. I would even say North America, I would rather live in the USA than I would anywhere in South America. Hand to God. Right hand to God. I would live in the USA before anywhere in South America. If I had only two choices, either I go any country in South America, right, or the USA, I'm going to stay in the US. I'm going to stay in the US. Why? The US, I have more opportunities. I can make way more money than any place in South America. And when I walk into a restaurant, I'm not turning heads because black people entering restaurants in Ipanema, Leblon, all those high affluent places in Brazil, when black people enter, they look at you as a beggar. They don't see you as a potential customer. Why is that? Why are you not seen as a potential customer in a restaurant just because of the color of your skin? See, those lights don't go off on people when they're on vacation. I understand that, right? Especially when you're getting boxed and these girls are beautiful, whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. Even when you're dealing with these girls, you can feel their energy is fake. They're putting on an act like they like you, but they don't. They're just wait. They're always in their phone. People don't pay attention to the nonverbals, right? That's why there's not many people. Everyone talks about these baddies. but no one has one. Why does no one have one? Because they're selling you guys a dream. They want you, yes, the women are very beautiful. Yes, they are very beautiful. They're mixed, all types of stuff. Yes, but their mindsets are Eurocentric and materialistic, right? Their mindsets aren't that of having children, raising a family, um, loving the husband, loving the children, making it a secure, tight knit family environment, right? That's not the mindset there. The mindset is going out, partying, drinking, um, looking sexy, wearing revealing clothing. That's what most women are doing, and these are the women that they're showing you. These are the women they're showing you. So this is obviously common, right? The conservative Brazilian woman, the good Brazilian woman, especially the white one, doesn't have real interest in brothers. Just keeping it real. Just so you guys understand. And prove me wrong. Go there and get a girlfriend. Get a girlfriend. Show me that I'm wrong. No one, it's easier for black men, even black women, to come to Africa and find a real relationship than it would be to do it in a Eurocentric South American country. That's just a fact. That is just a fact. I've lived in both. I've lived in both. And I'm not talking about ladies of the night. I'm talking about actual, factual women who are about building a home. Not just girls who want to get paid a bag for their time and then they abscond off back to wherever they live. No, no, no. I'm talking about women that actually want to be with you, spend time with you, and make you happy. Another thing I want to talk about, especially in Brazil, the rainbow lifestyle, especially in Rio de Janeiro. I've spoken about this on live stream, but I'm going to rehash it. It's very visible. You will see girls with Adam's apples walking around at about 6'4" in height, 6'3" in height, shoulders broad, biceps and busting out the shirt, and they got a mini skirt on and just walking around Brazil. The Decepticons aren't even deceptive there. They're visible. You know what that is. And people still like Brazil is the only place in the world I've been to. I've been to Thailand as well. I've been to Philippines. I've been around the world. Brazil is the only place in the world I have lived or been where I've seen men with BBLs. Yes, I said it right. You will see men in Brazil walking around with BBLs and just straight regular clothing, like how I'm wearing right now, just jeans, BBL, tight spandex, BBL. It was disgusting. I wanted to throw up. Couldn't believe it. You would also see men engaging in rainbow activities, groping each other on street corners in Rio. Yes, you will see it. Yes, you will see it. There's nobody that's been to Rio that could say they haven't seen any of the things I'm talking about. This is visible, right? The negatives about these countries are usually visible. Like in Africa, the infrastructure, right? You can see the dirt roads. You could tell, okay, cool. There's obviously an infrastructure problem. The same with the rainbow lifestyle in Brazil. It's visible. They throw it in your face. It's visible. They actually that gets more media representation than blacks. Blacks going to college. Blacks doing this programs for blacks. It's not happening. People in America talking about, in North America talking about reparations. You think people in Brazil are going to get reparations? You think people in Colombia are going to get reparations? Hell no. Black people in Colombia have to know their place. We as blacks have to know our place in Brazil. We are at the bottom of the social hierarchy. Even if, let's put it in perspective, even if you put your kid in the best school, you pay for your education, your kid's education, everything, right? Your kid still is at an employment disadvantage to an uneducated or a lesser educated or a lesser accredited white Brazilian, Hispanic Brazilian. Aboriginal Brazilian just because you're black. So always remember that it's just another plantation. Brazil is literally the Portuguese's plantation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, come on, that's their slave masters, the Portuguese, right? So let's not forget that. Let's remember the color of your skin. Now, if you're a light skinned Drake type dude or a white type dude, if you're borderlining, like people could be like, oh, you may lean more towards the DNA of an Anglo-Saxon, then sure, okay, Brazil might be more for you. If you're into seeing dudes with BBLs and you like dudes and stuff like that, hey, LeBlanc, it goes down. You'll see those rainbow dudes dancing on each other in the middle of the street. So if that's what you want, cool. I just had to set the record straight. And finally, someone was, well, not someone, Skylar was talking about food. I briefly skimmed through his video because I had a lot to do. So he was talking about food. And he was saying how food in Africa doesn't look appetizing, right? And if you're looking at restaurant food, I agree. I agree. For the most part, I would say, well, except for South Africa. South Africa, the restaurant food was fire. But anyways, my experience with food, I would say it's been pretty good in Africa. It's been amazing, actually. Because why? You can always get a woman that can cook for you. In Brazil, you're going to have a very hard time finding a female that's going to cook for you every meal. All my meals are cooked. Every single meal I have is cooked. Unless if the homies are here, or if I just maybe, I'm like, I'm going to get some chips in the cuckoo, like French fries and chips outside, right? French fries and chicken outside, excuse me. I don't use French fries anymore. I haven't used French fries in years. I say chips now because I haven't. That's this Western thing, right? So anyway, yeah, man. Let me show you guys how I eat, how I get my nutrients, my home cooked meals every day. Check this out. Let me know how it looks. I would like to see guys post their meals from their South American women. I would love to see how they cook for you daily. Them enjoying cooking for you. Let's see that. But I can tell you right now in Africa, you can easily get a woman that will cook for you every day. Can't say the same for South America. Even in Asia, you could get women that will cook for you every day. South America is just so Eurocentric. It's just very, very European-like.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We stillin' at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot, still tryna flip it out the stove. Rockin' fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, I might crash, cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave, I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour, I might crash cause good die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming.